are now watching the Loxs Gambling Podcast. Let's play, baby.
Hey, welcome everybody to the Loxs Gambling Podcast. I am your host, your man's, your degenerate Hawk, the gambler. I'm with my boy, my nearest and dearest, Mr. Research himself, Mr. College Basketball, from the mind of K.
That's a storm. I'm just kidding. That's my fault.
Do it live. No.
Yeah.
Welcome everybody. How you doing? KP, what's up? How you doing, man? How you doing?
You know, I'm chilling, just trying to figure out why it looks like I'm in foggy London town at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Camera's terrible. It's okay. All that matters is what we say. So out there, if y'all listening, don't mind KP with his camera view.
I hope that you are not distracted by my ugliness. Oh, you should enjoy the podcast anyway.
You should enjoy the movie anyway. Now, we're going to be going over NFL Week 11, I believe, right? Week 11?
Week 11.
11 sides and player props. We're going to be taking you through every single game of the Sunday NFL Week 11 slate. So stay with us. We're going to be giving you our insights on what we like, what we may like, what we hate. Player props, some sides, some totals. Never know what's going to come. Good discussion, please. If you're watching right now, like and subscribe to the video. It goes a long way for us, and it will go a long way for you in the long run. And please hit up the comments. Let us know what you like. Let us know if our takes suck. Let them know if you love them. Let them know. Just and give us some info. You know, we do our research, but new information comes along in seconds. And if you come along something, or if you got a bet or a prop or anything, just put it in the comments there. I'll be sure to read them. I got them up here. We'll give you a shout out and try and answer anything that you guys have. To start it off, I just want to say I am highly upset with Terry McLaurin and Jaden Daniels. Don't know what that was. Don't know where he was. Did he play? I looked at the box score. He had one reception. I didn't see it, and I watched the whole game. So I must have went to the bathroom or something. And so that was a heartbreaker yesterday for us. That was the only thing that didn't hit on our parlay. But that's sometimes the way it goes. Me and Kev actually got a college basketball parlay right now. That's looking.
I'm monitoring it live.
He's monitoring it live. We'll do it live. So we'll see how that goes, and then I will have a NBA, hopefully best play and parlay coming for you soon, right after this pod. So stay tuned to the channel, stay tuned to the page, and hopefully by around 6:15ish, I will have or by at least 6:30, have a parlay for you guys. So you got to turn your notifications on to get that in before the game start at 7. So I would do my best there to get that to you guys as well. Now, that was a lot to say. And if you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. It's a good program. I've been in there 3 times already. I know I'm still here gambling, but I'm still here gambling, but I'm more controlled. It works, but it also, anyways, NFL Week 11. Let's get right into it, Kev. We got a short amount of time here because I want to get these plays to these guys for the NBA.
Let's move through it quickly.
Yes, Sunday, Packers, Bears. Packers sitting at -5.5, -238 on the money line. Bears sitting at +195. Total sitting at 40.5. I'll let you go first into this one, Kev. Why don't you spark us off, and then I'll come in after you.
Okay. I'm going to lead off by saying that the Bears quarterback is bad at football. Then that's not to say that he's always going to be bad, but right now he just looks like a larger version of Bryce Young in his rookie year. And he's not making reads. He's just behind. His timing is all off, which makes no sense to me. Like, I mean, I understand it's going to be there's going to be an adjustment period going from college to playing the best athletes in the world. But you also have some weapons. You know, you got DJ Moore, you got Keenan Allen, you got Roma Dunze, you got Cole Kmet, you got DeAndre Swift. You should look better than this. But he doesn't. And guess who does look better than them? The Packers. They're sitting at -5.5. I think the Packers should easily clear this. I don't know what's going on with Caleb, and also the Bears. They just jettisoned their offensive coordinator, so I doubt that there's somebody on that team that could run a better looking offense than that guy, and he wasn't that good. So because there was a reason why he coordinated the offense, and somebody else that they had in house didn't. So I'm expecting the Packers to take care of this game pretty easily. There aren't too many props that I like from this game because it's just I just don't love too much from here. The one thing that I'm looking at, Josh Jacobs' line is a little high at 72.5, but that's the only thing that I would entertain here. One, because I just don't trust the receivers on the Packers, and that's not me saying that I don't trust their ability. It's just I don't know who it's going to, and I've told you before, I'm not playing that guessing game. But Josh Jacobs, I think that that's the only thing I'm interested in. That 72.5. I think he can get there. I can easily see him hitting around that 74 mark. But I really like the Packers to be able to cover here.
Okay. I do like the Packers to cover here, as you said. I mean, everything leads to them. Jordan Love's back. He said he's fully healthy now. So I do expect him to have somewhat of some positive regression going back to how he was playing in the beginning of the season.
Positive regression. I like it.
That word, right? You see that I've been in the dictionary. But you know,
read.
Yeah, he broke my nose. But one thing, I do like the Packers to win the game. 5.5 should be covered easily. Like I say, in the Bears, I don't like Caleb Williams as well. I don't think he's a good quarterback in the league right now. He is a rookie. Obviously, he has all the potential in the world to be better. But this year, I think it is a lot of fluff when it came to those early season wins. I think it was just the competition he was playing and more of their defense, because the Chicago defense is actually really, really good. So I think they won more of those games than Caleb Williams actually did. But one thing I do want to say is something that, I mean, it has 100% hit rate the whole season. Is Jordan Love to throw an interception. Jordan Love is throwing an interception every game this season that he's played. Every game, 100%. He hasn't missed one game. And Chicago's passing defense, they're 8th. They only allow up to 208 passing yards a game. They're 1st. They allow under one, only 0.67 passing touchdowns per game. So I'm expecting, I think it's pretty simple handicap, not going to go too deep into it. One quarterback throws interception 100% of the time, going up against a great pass defense who doesn't allow many passing touchdowns and yards through the air. So if I was going to go with any prop in this game, it would be Jordan Love to throw an interception. Like I said, I would love the ground game for the Packers if it was everybody else except fucking Josh Jacobs, which Mr. Inconsistent himself. God knows what the fuck he gonna do. He can run for 10, run for 40, or maybe have like a breakout 80. But I'm not betting on no Josh Jacobs ever again. So I'm gonna stay away from there. But Packers -5.5 and Jordan Love to throw an interception, I think are two ways to go on this game. I think that's pretty much for that game. I'm not too interested in that game, to be honest. Don't really want to be betting on the Packers and the Bears anyway. At least positive. At least I see something positive from Green Bay or who they got next week. Next game, Browns, Saints. Like this game a little bit only because I can't. Well, I'll get into it. Browns sitting at -1. Total sitting at 44. Browns -115 on the money line. Saints -105. Saints suck. We covered. I think we've said this almost for the last.
Did you just say that about your team?
I do. I did. I loved it for y'all. For everyone who's watching, the Bills. Obviously, we from Buffalo, New York, up in here. So go Bills. There you go. KP got the hat on. We got a big game. I can't wait to talk about that game. But we got a big game coming up this weekend. But second favorite team is the Saints. I'm a big Drew Brees fan. I always was a Drew Brees fan when he played there, so I kind of just stuck with him. Not a Sean Payton fan. Let me make that very clear. I'm a Drew Brees fan. I'm a Mike Thomas fan. I'm a Kamara fan. I'm a Saints fan. I'm not a Sean Payton fan. But the Saints do suck this year. I will admit it. They can't stop a cold. They can't stop anything. Browns defense is still good, very good. No matter what their record might show, most of the Browns' losses and their record was all dependent on, we all know, Deshaun Watson. He's no longer there. Jameis Winston's there. It ain't really no better, but I love Jameis. But he had his little Jameis Winston game, as we call it.
He had them both.
He had them both. He had exactly. Jameis Winston was the most consistent. His performance was probably the most consistent thing I've seen all year in the NFL. We know what Jameis does. He comes in, throws for 300 for 5 teddies, and then he goes next game, throws for 68 yards and 5 interceptions. So, but it's a teeter-totter. And against this Saints team, if he has any chance of being, good Jameis, I think it's definitely against this Saints defense. But I'm not even going to go to the Saints. I'm not even going to go to any Jameis Winston's prop. I will be betting them, but I'm not going to give them to you guys because, like I said, I want to give you guys something but I love Nick Chubb this week. I love Nick Chubb. Saints are 126, allowing 142 rush yards. We already talked about, I think, the last week, Nick Chubb's snap count. It's only probably going to go up. He only got 35% of the snap count last game versus the Chargers, but that was a horrible game, and they were playing from behind. And like I said, the Browns was doing everything but trying to run the ball, obviously being down that much against the Saints. I don't see that being a problem. I really think they're going to try and get Nick Chubb involved and get him back to a high snap count this week. And the Saints are horrible against both the run and the pass. So I'm expecting a big Nick Chubb week. His line was at 58.5 just a day ago. Now I think it's all the way up to almost 63. So I would get that bet in as soon as possible. But I'm loving Nick Chubb for his rushing yards this weekend.
I'm right there with you. Like you said, Jameis is going Jameis. That's one thing that you can absolutely death taxes and Jameis Winston be a Jameis Winston.
He going Jameis. Yep, he going Jameis.
But I think that this is a higher end on the Jameis scale of the potential in this game. The Saints are susceptible everywhere, and I love that defense. They have some great pieces over there. A lot of them are getting old. No disrespect to Cam Jordan or Demario Davis, but they've been in the league a long time. It's a young man's game, especially with playing the side of the ball that they're on. But just last week, Drake London, 8 for 97. Darnell Mooney, 5 for 96. Kyle Pitts, 4 for 55. You know what that tells me? Jameis wants to throw that thing, and he wants to take advantage of a bad defense because that's his favorite thing. And also, this is the team that just got rid of him last year, so it's not exactly.
The revenge.
Not exactly, but kind of a little bit.
A little revenge.
Kind of a little bit, Also, Bijan went nuts last week. He had 20 carries for 116 yards, 2 tutties. Yeah, Tyler Algier was 11 for 60 or 11 for 59. So that I think right now Nick Chubb's line sitting at 60.5. Take it. Take it.
Take Nick Chubb, lock it in. I think this is the, like we said, the breakout. Get Nick Chubb's back. Yeah, we all know what he can do.
Absolutely.
I mean, 2-3 years ago, he was top 3 running backs in the league for years.
Before all the silly putty came out of his knee, he was killing everything.
Exactly. And I still think he has some of that in him. And like I said, he hasn't been too far off from his line since he's been back. But the games he's been back, like I said, they've been in a bad position to not run the ball, and I don't think that's happening.
And they've also gone up against pretty stout run defenses. Like, so it could be a little bit of him trying to get some rust off, but also those defenses, it's not like people were just running right down their throats every time. So this is going to be a little bit of an easier matchup for him. I don't mind the Jameis Winston props either, or some of the wide receivers. I think Cedric Wilson, or not Cedric Wilson. I think Tillman. What's his first name? I forget.
Cedric.
Is it Cedric too?
Cedric Tillman
Cedric, yeah. I think Tillman has a day. I think that 57.5. I know it looks pretty high, but when you think about the type of profile that Jameis is usually thrown to, like I remember him loving Brashad Perriman, who just came out of nowhere. Well, like we remember him just being a tall, fast guy when he was younger, but then with the Bucks, it was like James is just like, I'm throwing that thing deep to Perriman. I know he's running a streak somewhere. Tillman kind of fits that bill, and the Saints defense is susceptible through the air. I just told you that they just allowed 290+ receivers last game, and that's not just an outlier. That's been happening all season long. So I really like Cedric Tillman here as well, along with both of us loving Nick Chubb's rushing.
Okay. I love it. I don't, and I also wouldn't mind taking the Browns money line. I mean, I think the Browns win this game.
I can see it.
Yeah, I mean the Saints. Like I said, the Saints are just bad right now, and like I said, the Browns defense we know is good. I don't see them like just killing the Browns to like who is. I think you said this last week. Who is Derek Carr throwing to anymore?
Valdez Scantling came out of nowhere. Exactly. Where did that come from?
They're not going to be able to move the ball through the air, and as good as Kamara is, I mean, they're not going to be able to move the ball. Like he's not going to kill the Browns on the ground. So, as long as the Browns have a decent time on offense against this horrible Saints defense, I mean, honestly, the Browns should easily win this game. So, I love Browns money line, and like we said, Browns money line and Nick Chubb is the way to go on this game. I mean, just keep it short, sweet, and simple. Next game, Rams taking on New England Patriots. Rams are sitting at -4.5, -205 on the money line. Patriots +170. The total is sitting at 43.5. I mean, I don't like this game. I mean, I don't like this game. The only thing I can really say is that the Rams are coming off of a tough loss from that short week. That was a Thursday night game, right? Or that Monday?
Monday. It was Monday.
That was Monday, yeah. Coming off a short week. But New England's bad. I feel like the Rams are probably a little more motivated after losing that tough game last week. The only thing I'm really looking at here is possibly, I love Kyron Williams against this New England team. They're 21st, allowing 132 rushing yards, allowing 1.4 rushing TDs, 29th in the league per game. I know Kyron Williams anytime touchdown prop is probably -400,000, whatever it is, right? Which it should be, but I'm guaranteed. It's probably almost a lock that he'll probably get in the end zone against this game. But his rushing props, I don't mind taking Kyron. It's at 84.5, high, but Kyron, it's high for a reason. He hasn't hit this in the last two games, but he's played, Minnesota, who has a great run defense, and Seattle, whose run defense isn't bad. This is their secondary. So I think he gets back to form here. I'm fine with his rushing yards. I'm looking at a little bit of Drake May. I know that's a little scary to people out there. I personally think Drake May is pretty decent as a rookie quarterback. Like if we look at the rookie quarterbacks out there, besides like Bo Nix, who's doing really, really well. Drake May.
I think Drake May's second best out of that class.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was about to say. I said besides Bo Nix, I think Drake May is the second.
Oh,
best.
you forgetting Jaden Daniels?
Oh well, I think that's. Did I have to mention that? Like I said, like yeah, duh. Like Jaden Daniels, yeah. But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like Drake May's not bad. That's what I'm saying. Like
No.
he's serviceable. He's making good decisions. He's playing like a decent rookie quarterback, and I honestly think in a couple of years he can be like pretty decent in the league. He's hit this line. Games he's hit his lines at 205.5. What I'm seeing now, correct me if I'm wrong, but he's hit these games where he played the full game. 243, 276, 206. Only had 184 against Chicago last week, but like we just said, Chicago's secondary is really, really good. They don't allow that many passing yards through the air anyway. But the Rams, they allow 243 passing yards per game at 25th. So I'm loving Drake May's over 205 passing yards. I think that New England would definitely be able to at least move the ball on this Rams team. Not saying they'll win, but I definitely think that Drake May will have a easier time at least moving the ball. So I'm loving Drake May passing yards and Kyron Williams over his rushing yards.
I love that. I didn't know Drake May's line sitting at 205. That sounds like an easy play.
Yeah, like that's low, right?
Yeah. And I know that the Rams defense looked a whole lot better in the secondary last week than we thought going up against the Dolphins. But that 205 sounds pretty doable. And if you are scared about that for whatever reason, I also don't really mind. And I mean, I'd be a little bit afraid of this as well. But Demario Douglas's yards are sitting at 34.5.
Ew.
Keyshawn Booty, huh?
Ew.
Keyshawn Boutte's line is sitting at 32 or 31.5. The other wide receiver for the Patriots. So
Booty, his name Booty. Oh,
Booty, Boutte, Booty.
Oh, wait, his he's consistent.
Who?
Booty.
Yeah, exactly.
34, 59, 33, 46, 18, 47.
So yeah, I mean, if the 205 scares you for whatever reason, those wide receiver lines are pretty low. So if you think that somebody may get hot or have a mismatch or something that you can kind of take advantage of in that secondary, you don't have to worry about the 205. Even though I think that seems like a pretty safe bet.
Yeah, a little. If you're looking for a quick builder, Drake May, 175 passing yards with Booty, 25 receiving yards. It's in at it's minus 106. So if you're looking for a quick, just little builder, I'll even say Drake May 200 passing yards and Booty 25, and you're probably looking at a good plus something money there if you're just trying to get a little. So that's a nice little combo right there. I think we're going to have to put that one. Then we got to put that in the parlay this weekend, Kev.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Might as well. Yeah. Let's move on from this one.
All right, Ravens, Steelers. Ravens, yeah, good game. Steelers money line. I'll just put that out there right now. Ravens -3, -170 on the money line. Steelers sitting at +3.5, +142. The total 48.5. I love the Steelers this game. I'm gonna say it right now. I don't know what's going on, but Mike Tomlin, home dog, is an auto play, and we know that. Like Mike Tomlin, home dog, auto play. This is not this Steelers team is fucking wilding right now. Like I love the Steelers team right now. I love Russ right now. The Ravens secondary is fucking dog shit. When I tell you they can't stop anything, they can't stop nothing. If it wasn't for them having literally the best quarterback in the league right now, and arguably the best running back in the league besides Saquon Barkley. I know we said that last week, Saquon, but the at least the statistical best running back in the league.
It'd be arguable.
Yeah, exactly. They wouldn't be shit because they can't stop nothing. And the way Russ is playing right now, throwing that ball, I'm loving everything the Steelers is doing. Their defense is absolutely amazing. They don't allow too much. They allow stuff through the air, but Russian, they're great. So I don't see Derek having a field day. I think they're going to be real competitive in the passing game, making it real tough for Lamar. I think he's going to have to use his legs. But my pick for this game is really just Steelers money line or Steelers plus 3.5. Great hook. I'm always taking Mike Tomlin as a home dog, and I like Russell Wilson and George Pickens. Whatever they doing, whatever the line is. Let me see. Russell Wilson's passing line 229.5 right now. He's projected for way lower. Don't know why. They got to update that. But the Ravens are allowing 314 passing yards per game. Did you hear me? I said 3, not 2. I said 3. They're dead fucking last. 314 passing yards per game. That is Kevin. That's nuts. And their first, in their first though, they only allow 74. The Baltimore defense only allows 74 and a half rushing yards per game. So if Najee Harris isn't balling, it's all Russ. It's all Russ. So 229, I'm taking it. I'm taking it all day, especially the way he's been playing. I'm taking it. I'm taking George Pickens, his receiving line. I don't care what it is. I'm taking Pat Freiermuth. I'm loving all the overs, I guess, for the receivers for the Pittsburgh Steelers, because I don't think this is going to be a ground game for any team. So I think this is going to be a lot of air yards. So I'm looking at passing yards for Russell and Lamar, because that's the only way anything is going to get done in this game.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I mean, you know how susceptible the Ravens are, and it's not on the ground.
Horrible.
It's all through the air.
They are horrible.
All through the air. I'm so distracted right now because I'm tracking this
game.
Are we
close? Are we close? Are we winning?
It is going to come all the way down to the end. We need some points to be scored for sure. The over is dropped down, but where we need it is going down so low. We need some points. They keep missing everything, and it's an 11-point game.
Is it way below what we need? 11?
It's 3 points below where we need it, or two points below. VMI is at the line right now, but man, that is okay.
A lot of time.
But yeah,
5 minutes.
Yeah, a lot of time.
A lot of time.
You gotta, a lot of time, but it's getting late early. But
at the end of the day, they gotta end, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they going. So, did you have anything from this, or just basically
exactly what you said? I love Russ. His line sitting at like 228 makes no sense. I think George Pickens' line sitting at 70.5. Don't care.
Right.
Or even a George Pickens anytime touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a little Darnell Wash. Like if you're looking for us, like make it spicy, I'm not encouraging this. You can, but I'm going to put a little sprinkle. Russ seems to love Darnell Washington. Don't know where he came from. He
is enormous though. He is a huge person.
He's huge. Yeah, and Russ looks for him a lot, especially in red zone.
If I'm a quarterback, I would like to look for the biggest person on the field as well, if they can catch.
So if you want to sprinkle a little Darnell Washington anytime touchdown, or I'm assuming his receiving line is pretty.
I doubt that he's even propped.
Yeah, that right. Let me see if, real quick before we move. I just want to see if.
Yeah, I don't see there's nothing on FanDuel, but.
Well, on props.cash, if they actually put this up on FanDuel, it's projecting it to be at 10.5. So if you see a Darnell Washington prop for over 10.5 yards, please lock that in, because
plus 1,000 on a anytime touchdown.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely putting some on that. That's a lock. But anyways, let's move on. Raiders, Dolphins. Sitting at sitting at -7, -325 on the money line. Raiders plus 260, total 44.
Come on, VMI, fight back.
I hate everything about this game.
You don't love your boy John this game?
No. Actually, I do. I mean, the Raiders suck against the tight end. The Dolphins looked bad, bro.
VMI, let's go. Come on, they fighting back. Fight back. Fight back. Fight
No,
back.
let him get up. Let him get up. No.
Fight back.
Yeah, I mean, I hate this game. So, like, I don't trust the Dolphins. I damn sure don't trust the fucking Raiders. The Dolphins didn't show me anything last week, to be honest. They looked horrible.
But their defense was stout because they made it look a little tough for Los Angeles.
Tyreek's still hurt. He's still he don't want to admit he hurt. He wanted.
No, they're saying that he's probably gonna he may end up needing wrist surgery at the end of the season, but he's gonna play through it for the season.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm not really keen on any Tyreek props. I mean, Waddle has always been like that mid-level. He stays consistent, but like they price his line exactly like where he be at. You don't know if he's gonna be he always like a 5 yards over or under. Like you just don't know which way he gonna go. I hate betting on Achane and Mostert now because Achane is the other second most inconsistent fucker in the NFL because he can run for 200 yards, 4 teddies, and then he can have nothing. I don't have nothing from this. If I had to pick something, I would pick the Raiders +7.
Really?
Yeah, just because I don't trust this. They're 3-6, and regardless, Tua was out 2 games or was it 3?
I think it was 3.
Yeah, he was out 3 games. But like I said, they didn't impress me against that Rams team on Monday night. They look sloppy. It just looks sloppy. They look sloppy. They don't look like they are a cohesive team at all. I don't like this game. I won't be betting anything from this game. So if you got anything from here, let me know. If not, I'm moving the fuck on from this bullshit.
Next game.
Yeah. I don't want to bet. I don't want nothing from that game. Jaguars, Lions. Lions sitting at -14, -13.5.
That's a lot of points.
It's not. -700. Jag +13.5, +500 on the money line. Over, the total is sitting at 47. Easy for me. I'm taking the Lions. The Jags are horrible. They have one of the worst secondary. Besides the Ravens, they're the second worst secondary in the league. The Lions are I think Jared Goff is, and they're looking up towards the bye, which is fine. But I think the only reason I'm really loving the Lions this week is because of the performance that Jared Goff had last week when he threw the 5 interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's just going to want to. I think it's personal. I think it's a get-up game. Not a get-up game for the team, but I think Jared Goff wants to right the ship here. And I think this is just the time to really pound. Like, look what the Lions did to the Titans. The Lions pound on bad teams. You know what I'm saying? So, and the Jaguars are a bad team. So, and Mac Jones it's against Mac Jones. Like, come on. Like, I think the Lions win this. I think it's a complete blowout. I think Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs have Sonic and Knuckles. I think they have a field day. You know what I'm saying? They'll get up a couple touchdowns, and those two just do what the fuck they be doing all the time. So I love the Lions -13.5 here. I'm probably going to take it up to -20.5, to be honest, because I have no confidence in this Jaguars team staying in this game with the Lions at all. So the
Jags are a weird team. Now,
with
they've lost by that many points twice this season when we absolutely murdered them.
VMI might win the game.
What do you say?
VMI might win the game, but keep going. I'm watching.
Hold on. This is way more important than this. Is way more important than this. Come on, just give us points.
Yeah, we need points though.
Give us points. 217 is a lot in a close game. That's a lot of time in a close game.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of time to play the foul game. A lot of opportunity for points to be scored. But the Jags are a weird team. Like, I thought they were going to get smacked by the Eagles, and they were, and then they ended up making it respectable. Versus the Vikings didn't even score a touchdown.
With Trevor Lawrence. It's with Trevor Lawrence. Those were.
Yeah, you're telling me
Mac Jones.
Yeah, you're basically describing to me Cam Reddish, and I don't know what's comparable to Cam Reddish. Who name another? Name another. I don't want to say underachieving. Name another guy who's just a dude. Zaire Williams. I don't know. Huh?
Dort. Like I don't know who calls Dort. Like Anthony Dalton. Like I don't know.
That's a lateral move, bro. Like I mean, like Trevor Lawrence ain't been doing nothing crazy this year. Just to start this season, they had lost like 8 starts in a row with him. You know,
he's a hell of a lot better than Mac Jones.
A lot better. I don't know about that. I really don't know.
I mean, Mac Jones is horrible.
That defense, and even if that's the case, the defense is realizing, okay, we gotta kind of make up for some of this space that we're not really getting from the offense. And also Tank Bigsby is out, which is also that's interesting.
Oh, Lions! Lions minus 30. Put it up to 20.
But they weren't running against them anyway. That wasn't going to happen.
The Jaguars ain't going to be able to do anything. What are you talking? Travis Etienne, I don't think has ran over 40 yards all season. What are you talking?
No, he did because you needed him when he played against us. And he got all those carries when they were down.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I did. I did. But that's it. Tank Bigsby took his spot. Like, come on. Like what? Last year we was talking about, we got to get Travis Etienne on fantasy when he was going. He hasn't done shit. It's like the Lions are going to beat the fucking dog shit out of these fucking Jaguars. I'm putting it in. Like Jags to cover?
So many points. I'm not betting this game. I'm not because Jared Goff should move that ball through the air, but I don't know where it's going. And he could complete 21 to 21 passes, but then it could be for like, I don't know, 188 yards. And that's not to say he's doing anything bad, because then he could be those 188 yards to be 5 touchdowns. He
needs to run. I'm not betting no props. I'm talking about the spread. They're going to fuck the props. I don't care if he throws for 100 yards. And David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs run for 200 apiece. I don't care about none of that. They're gonna beat the fucking living shit out of this Jag. They suck. They're 2-8 with Mac Jones. Who are the wide receivers? No Christian Kirk. Mac Jones, Evan Ingram, Brian Robinson Jr., and Travis Etienne.
Brian Robinson Jr. plays for Washington. You mean Brian Thomas?
Brian Thomas Jr. But you telling me you gonna take that chance? Mac Jones, Brian Thomas Jr., Evan Ingram, and Travis Etienne against Jared Goff, damn near MVP candidate, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams, Montgomery, and Jahmyr Gibbs.
Make your free throws, kids. Make your free throws. What are we doing?
Did he miss a free throw?
He went to the line and missed 2 free throws.
Holy fucking shit.
We need them all. Okay, now they haven't scored in a minute. Give a score.
Overtime. We need overtime. All right. Anyways, next game. Vikings, Titans. Vikings sitting at -6, -238 on the money line. Titans plus 195. So
I'm not touching this.
Total.
You can't make me.
Total. I do like one thing from here. Total 39.5. The Vikings are finally showing the real Vikings team now. Sam Darnold has came down from heaven, is now walking among the common people, for which remember he was God for the
yes, let's go. I'm sorry, we needed that 3. Now we can get into the foul game territory.
All right, bet. Where we sitting on total right now?
It's at 139, 36 seconds left. Timeout, Tennessee Tech.
Holy shit. Okay. What a way to sweat. I mean, like I think this is. I mean, the Vikings should win this game. I'm not going to bet that the Vikings win this game because, like I said, they haven't looked like the Vikings that we've seen. They're still 7-2. Don't get me wrong. Still winning, still good. But I love some Aaron Jones. I think this is an Aaron Jones game. One of those vintage Aaron Jones 3 touchdown games here. I really think.
You think he's moving the ball on the ground against this Titans?
No. I was about to say in the receiving. I love him in the receiving game. Like I said, this Titans defense, Titans defense has always been good. I'm not knocking that. And they're good in the pass too. They're first, allowing only 171 yards through the air, 13th, 117 yards on the ground. So I really think that they're going to get a lot of pressure on Darnold. And I think this is definitely Aaron Jones receiving game. It looks like his line.
It's a 16.5 on FanDuel.
Oh, yeah. By the way, I'll just read quickly Aaron Jones receiving yards this year, besides last game where he only had 13 versus Jacksonville, 18, 37, 23, 24, 46, 46, 36. So lock in Aaron Jones over 15 or whatever it is, 16 and a half receiving yards because he's hit this in over 90% of the games this season. And that's I think he's going to have a day in the receiving game. So I'm loving Aaron Jones. You can go combine yards if you want, but I would just stick to his receiving yards because, like I said, Darnold's not going to have too much time in that pocket to make a decision. So he's going to be looking for some quick passes sometimes. And Aaron Jones is the perfect guy for that. So loving Aaron Jones receiving yards.
Okay. I'm not touching this game. It's got the lowest total out of all the games this weekend, and for good reason. The Vikings scored 12 points last week versus the Jaguars. No touchdowns, all kicks. I can't.
That was so nasty to win a game and not score a point.
Yeah, that's
gross.
No, and I could see this game following a similar script. There's a reason why that total is that low. I mean, Sam Darnold is kind of showing there's a huge discrepancy. He's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde when it comes to him in a clean pocket and him under pressure. So I think the Titans are going to try to figure out how to get there. And they've had a pretty steady defense. I know that they've allowed some points, but then again, their offense isn't great. This Vikings team's pretty good against stopping the run. Tony Pollard is their best weapon that they have on this team. So if you kind of take away that aspect of it, it gets interesting. And also the looks that this Vikings defense provides is they're phenomenal. They run that nickel double A gap, and they confuse you to make you think, okay, are we bringing 6? And they'll drop back 4, and they're rushing like 2, and they're doing all different types of things. You don't know where it's coming from. You think Will Levis is going to be able to keep up with that? Don't think so. Okay, so if anything, that spread for the Vikings, I know it's sitting at -6.5. I might entertain it. I do not think that Will Levis is going to be really good against a very confusing blitz scheme that the Vikings, that Brian Flores has the ability to throw at this Titans team. So yeah, don't look like that at your phone. Yeah.
I don't know what happened. It's
71-70.
12 seconds though.
I know. So it's still the foul game is very much alive.
Yeah, it's alive. But
now I see 5 seconds.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what's actually going on in the game.
Oh my gosh. What is going on here?
Is this on TV? Where is this?
No, believe me, I would have been watching earlier.
It's on no fucking network. Of course. It's
no. I don't know what the FanDuel display is telling me right now. I'm looking at it now. The time's back up. Tennessee Tech scores.
Here you go. Oh, it's at 1:43. 7 seconds left.
I know.
We need a foul.
Please tell me that
don't have VMI had a ball.
I know. I think that they did. I think Tennessee Tech got the rebound. The only chance we have is that they fouled them with like less than a second on the clock, and somebody goes to the free throw line.
Wait. It's at 1:43.
But they've been so.
It's at 1:43.
I know, but there's like less than a second left, and if it looks like there's a possibility of a foul,
4 seconds left.
Oh, mine is showing.
Oh no, mine's showing 1. Hold on.
Yeah.
Jesus, are we going to lose this on a half point?
Tennessee Tech has been so bad at the line.
Who has the fucking ball?
They've been so bad at the line.
Who has the ball?
Mine is showing Tennessee Tech no time on the clock, but it's probably under like a second.
Anyways, let's.
Nah, I gotta sweat with us. Ain't no anyways.
What is going? I want to know what's going on in the game. Like,
oh man,
like if it was over, it would have went to 0. So I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's been doing some weird things at the end where it's like, oh, there's still more time because like I'm like, oh yeah, okay, so they give me my money, and then it's just like more points are going on the board. I'm like,
was it time? Was it a timeout? Are we at the free throw line? Like what are we doing right now? Anyways, Colts, Jets sitting at -4, -198 on the money line. The Colts +164, 43.5.
VMI foul. It looks like they're going to the free throw line.
Who?
It looks like Tennessee Tech. What? Oh wait, unless they have foul, they better not have foul. No, they're going to the free throw line. Come on, they're shooting 65% from the free throw line in this game. I'm a punch. Make your free throws. Yeah, folks, you're just going to have to bear with us for a second.
I'm sorry, y'all.
I am not.
This is embarrassing, but we need.
No, it's not. This is how it goes.
1 point to cash our bet here. Hold on.
No, we need 2.
Where you going?
Where are you? Did you get it in at 143.5?
Yeah.
I'm at 144.5. I need both.
That's it. Game over. It ain't hit.
What?
It said foul on August with 0 time left. It just says end of the game.
That's not what mine's saying right now.
I'm on ESPN.
Oh, I don't believe in ESPN. Oh yeah, now it looks like he missed the free.
What happened?
He missed the front end.
Both?
It was a 1-on-1. Ah.
That's how I fucking go, yo.
Oh.
He couldn't make the fucking free throw?
That is insane.
Who is that at the line?
Oh my
What's his name?
gosh. I don't know. I can't believe that.
I need to find, if anyone's watching this, find out who. I gotta go to the game cast and look at and follow it and play by play and see who missed the fucking missed the free throws, because he's gonna get a message from me.
That's insane.
That's insane. Tough. Tough. But back to what we was talking. Sorry, y'all. That's a tough beat. Coach Jets sitting at -4, -198, 43.5. Can't relax. 43.5 is the total. Anthony Richardson's back.
Yeah, good for him.
Anthony Richardson is back. I don't care, but I do love his rushing. I love him and Jonathan Taylor. This game, I think that the Colts have finally realized that they're not going to be able to move the ball through the air at no point in time. And the New York Jets defense, what they do allow is rushing yards. If anything, they're only they're second in passing yards, only allowing 189, but rushing yards allowing 136. So I'm expecting big games from Jonathan Taylor. His rushing yards sitting at 81.5. Absolutely love it. I'm be taking it. And Anthony Richardson's sitting at 39.5 rushing yards. Absolutely love that too. So that's really all I got from this game. I'm not taking no Jets props. Don't like the Jets. Think they suck. Don't know who Aaron Rodgers is going to throw to. Don't know how Breece Hall is going to play. Don't know if Devontae Adams is finally going to be Devontae Adams again. Don't know if Aaron Rodgers even like Garrett Wilson anymore. So I'm staying away from all Jets props, but I do trust that the Colts will try and move the ball on the ground instead of the air, because I think they are well aware that Anthony Richardson cannot move the ball through the air. So I think they're going to be real dependent on their ground game this game. And if it's even remotely close and the Jets not blowing them out, Jonathan Taylor and Anthony Richardson are going to get a lot of work with their feet. So that's where I'm looking.
Yeah, only thing I care about from this game, my heart hurts.
Yeah,
But
that's the one free thing. What the fuck?
you can't. Yeah, not even one. Are you serious? But wow, stupid. But of course, if it was any other way, if I was like, oh yeah, I need the under in this, don't worry, they're 9 points below it, and there's only 27 seconds left. You would see foul, 2 made free throws, 3-pointer, foul, 2 made free throws.
Yeah, I got it. Them FanDuel, y'all boys know them lines, boy. Y'all know them lines.
That was an adjusted one.
I know, but they know that too. That's why they put it up there. That's why they put it up there. You know,
But yeah, Jonathan Taylor, his rush attempts are currently sitting at 17.5, and that's a minus 138. He should easily get to 20. 81.5, I believe that he gets there as well. I think that they realize, okay, we have to go with Anthony Richardson. We have to. I can't even say he's our best chance of winning. It's just we have to. We invested too much in him, and he has to get these reps. But I think that they go through Jonathan Taylor. You can move the ball on the ground versus the Jets, and I think they're going Jonathan Taylor. So that's the only thing I like from here.
Okay. Seahawks, moving on to the afternoon slate. Seahawks, 49ers. 49ers sitting at minus 6.5. 49ers minus 290 on the money line. Seahawks sitting at plus 235. Total sitting at 48. I think this is a weird game. I mean, in all things, I think, the 49ers should win, but the 49ers aren't the 49ers we are used to seeing anymore. They're 5-4. The Seahawks are scrappy. We know about they can move the ball. What's up with DK? He's still gone?
No, DK's in. He's not on the injury report.
Okay, DK's in. Then, my gut is telling me that this is going to be a closer game than not. Like I said, the 49ers aren't what we used to seeing. With Christian McCaffrey's back. I mean, he looked pretty good last week. He wasn't Christian like we used to see him, but he also didn't get the full reps. I only expect his reps to go up and, even more involved, and that's always dangerous for any team when Christian McCaffrey is in the backfield, because he's basically like a wide receiver and running back combined in one.
Did you see the catch that he made versus the Bucks?
Mm-hmm.
That was nuts.
Yeah, he's hands down. I don't know. I mean, to me, he's been the best running back in the league for the last all around like five years, 5 years probably. So I mean, a healthy Christian McCaffrey is dangerous. So I guess that really all depends on how many reps he gets and how he plays. Because if he's on a roll, then the 49ers are probably going to steamroll this. But while he's just coming back and still on a limited snap count, I'll probably take my chances with the Seahawks here, covering that 6.5, because I do think the Seahawks will be able to move this ball on this 49ers team. And, I think there's some points to be scored in this game too. I mean, 48 is a little high, but I think it's high for a reason. Like I said, I think with Christian getting more involved in the offense, they're going to be able to move the ball on this horrible secondary for the Seahawks and running on the Seahawks. And I think the Seahawks going to be able to move the ball on this 49ers team. So I can see a mini little shootout in this game. So I'm willing to take my stab with the Seahawks plus 6.5. Probably take a little juice, move it up to 7.5, and then just take the over on the game.
I like that. Christian McCaffrey's receptions are sitting at 3.5, but it's a minus 210. Why is that not just up to 4.5? Like, I don't get that. With that being said, I would take 5 receptions from Christian.
It's bait. They really be dangling bait. I'd be like, yo, come on, man.
I would take 5 receptions from Christian. I believe that he gets there. He had 6 receptions last week, 7 targets. The Seahawk defense is not as bad as this. I mean, the rushing defense is not as bad as it started. Well, actually, they kind of vacillate a little bit. They're still allowing people to run on the ground. You know how much they want to work with Christian. He only had 39 yards last week on 13 carries. 82 is a tough week to follow up. Or 82 and a half is a tough number to get to, but I think it's definitely possible. With Kyron Williams getting mixed in there a few weeks ago versus the Seahawks and only rushing for like 69 yards on 22 carries, it's like, oh, that's kind of doesn't make me feel the best. But then that was just like an outlier. But those little outliers sometimes they can scare you. You know, it makes me wonder why that happened exactly. But Christian McCaffrey is a different type of beast, but they also don't just rush him out of the backfield. That's why I like his receptions, because they like to get him involved in many ways. Like I mentioned just a moment ago, when they played the Bucks and Brock Purdy just threw that ball up and Christian came underneath it, like that was insane. That was a wide receiver catch. So they look to get him the ball out of the backfield any way that they can. So I really like his receptions. Sitting at 3.5 with the minus 210, I would take it. In all honesty, I would take 5 receptions. I think they look to get him the ball in anyway. So I would take that. I like that a lot from this game, and I like the fact you saying that the Seahawks cover, because I mean the 49ers have looked a little suspect.
Exactly.
Definitely a little suspect, but the over, I could definitely see, like you said, some points being scored here. I think that points should definitely be scored in this game.
Yeah.
So
Brock Purdy been turned into a little mini Lamar Jackson too. I don't know if anybody's been paying attention to his rushing yards, but last 5 games, 17, 56, 27, 19, 33, 11. But then he had 41 versus LA. He's been running a lot more. Now I'll be cautious with that because Christian's back now. But I mean, he covered this line in like the first quarter, like second play of the game. He ran for like 10 yards, got a first down last game. He's starting to run the ball and use his legs a lot more. His line's at 16 and a half. Something to look at. Definitely risky. I don't expect Brock Purdy rushing yards to be something that we just like keep going back to. But I mean, like I said, looking at the data, it seems like a good bet because he's covered it in the last 5. But takeaways from this game: Christian McCaffrey receptions, Seahawks cover over. Basically the gist of it.
The first time these teams played, it was a 60-point game. So
yeah, I like the over a lot, to be honest with you. Falcons, Broncos. Broncos sitting at -2, -135 on the money line. Falcons +114. The total sitting at 44. I do like. I think this is going to be a competitive game. You know, I don't know who really going to win, but I do like Bo Nix. Like I think we talked about Bo Nix a little earlier when we talked about Drake May. But Bo Nix is really having a really good rookie year as a rookie quarterback in the league. I like his passing yards against this Falcons defense, allowing 227 yards per game. Bo Nix has thrown for over has covered at least over 200 yards, or he's covered this number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games already this season. I think Bo Nix and Cortland Sutton, I love that duo this weekend. Cortland Sutton is obviously still his top wide receiver. I'm sorry. Cortland has 70 yards, 122 and 100 his last 3 games. So I think those two are definitely going to have a game versus Atlanta defense. I'm looking at a little Bijan too. Bijan has been a hell of a lot more consistent as of late, especially in the receiving game. 28, 59, 43, 40. His last 4 games, and 116, 86, 63, 103, 95. And 61 even versus Tampa Bay, which is only 6 yards under what his line is now against this Denver team who, they only allow 103 yards on the ground, so I'll be careful with his rushing props. But I definitely love Bijan in the receiving game. This game 26.5. Think he gets that pretty easily. Since I don't think they're going to be really running that much. So I'm loving Bo Nix passing yards, Cortland Sutton receiving yards, and Bijan Robinson receiving yards.
Okay. They don't have any props out there for Denver, but as soon as it comes out, I'm all over Audric Estime. Sean Payton's already come out verbally. He's a running back for the Broncos. That's not Javonte Williams because they realize that he's the worst running back in the league.
Oh, Javonte Williams actually is a running back? Okay. I didn't know.
So Sean Payton's already come out and verbally committed that Audric Estime is going to get more snaps and more touches. I think Javonte Williams had one rush for 1 yard last week. That fits the bill.
Amazing.
And what do you say?
Amazing.
Oh yeah. That's right. Yeah. But this Falcons defense, they're susceptible on the ground. I think that I'm assuming that Audric Estime's line is probably going to come out around somewhere like 53, 54 or something. This should pop up.
Look at that shit, chat. Look at that shit.
You got back. Yep. 143.5. So that's insane. That's insane.
Garbage.
But yeah, only thing I like from this is going to be the rushing prop for whenever it comes out for the Broncos running back Audric Estime. I don't think he has a whole day anything crazy, but I think that they're going to lowball that line, and I think that you can definitely run on this Falcons defense. That's the only thing I really like from this because Denver's defense is pretty stout.
Yeah,
and the Falcons are susceptible, in different ways defensively, but I think we're going to get a favorable line with the running back from the Broncos. That's not Javonte Williams.
Okay.
Yeah.
Best game of the day for me and you. Bills. Chiefs. What a game. What a game. Bills versus Chiefs. Bills favored. Sitting at -2. Don't know why they favored, but I'll get to that in a second. Bills -2, -130 on the money line. Chiefs +110. Total sitting at 46. Don't know why the Bills are favored, and even notice our team, and we root for them, but the Chiefs are 9-0. The Bills are 8-2. One team hasn't lost, and the other team has lost 2 games, so I don't know why the one is favored. So that alone kind of scares me why that line is like that. I feel like this is the ultimate bait. I'm talking about chicken liver on the hook trying to catch some catfish. I'm sure. I think this is ultimate bait in this. And I want to believe it's for the people to take the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes as an underdog versus the Bills. Historically, the Chiefs kind of own the Bills when it matters. Historically, we know that. You know what I'm saying?
And not so much when it doesn't.
Yeah, when it doesn't matter, we win. But when it matters, Chiefs come along. But either way, like that line alone, I was going to take the Bills anyway, but not out of, I want to just make it clear, not out of my bias. I'm taking the Bills because the line alone, I don't see a soul besides people who live in Buffalo who are not taking Patrick Mahomes as an underdog versus the Buffalo Bills. That's what I'm at. A 9-0 Kansas City Chiefs team versus the Buffalo Bills. Patrick Mahomes underdog at +2. It was at 2.5. Like, I think that's ultimate bait. I think it's just bait. So I'm taking the Bills. I'm taking the Bills. I think we will win this game. Chiefs are tough, man. Like, they just find a way to win. The motherfuckers won on a block fucking field goal.
That's nuts.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
It's funny because I was sitting there and I'm watching like he's about to kick a 34-yard field goal. There's no way it's going through those uprights.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, like how did this, like the Chiefs are just so fucking good and crafty, man. And I don't know if it's Andy Reid, I don't know if it's Pat Mahomes, it's probably both. But I'm still loving the Bills this weekend. I think we get up for this game. The Bills typically do win that first game that we meet. So I'm going to kind of try and keep that trend going. Hopefully we can do it twice this year.
And then we go home early.
Yeah, exactly. and get over that hump. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm hoping this is the year we get over that hump. But bias aside, I do like the Bills alone. And my handicap is the line. I strive on reading these lines. I make a lot of my picks off lines, just the way they move. The books tell us a lot more information with these lines than what we probably really look into. I like looking into it myself, and this to me, in my gambling, whatever experience or professionalism, is bait. Okay, it's bait, and I'm not going to take the bait. The hooks. Remember SpongeBob? The hooks. Like this is the hook.
Chris actually he texts that in the group after that bet lost.
Yeah, the hooks. So yeah, I'm loving the Bill. Well, I'll take a look at Josh Allen's rushing yards too, because the Chiefs are really good at stopping the ground game, as we know. So I don't think James Cook is going to have like a field day. I think maybe in the receiving game he has some luck. So I'll take a look at his receiving yards, but Pat Mahomes versus Josh Allen, we know how that go. And Josh wants to beat Pat. And I think this is one of those games where Josh uses his feet again and trying to make those big plays, especially playing against his Chiefs team. So I'm not too confident in any other really props from this game. Maybe Travis Kelce against the Bills because we're horrible versus the tight end and air yards to running back. So maybe some P. Ryan. You know what I'm saying? Looking at some P. Ryan props or some
okay.
And some Travis Kelce props. But other than that, Bills money line, Josh Allen rushing yards, a little Kelce. Keep it simple.
This is just going to be one of the games where it's just like I can finally just dial in and just watch the Bills and watch a good game, you know. Hopefully we come out on top. Only thing I'm interested in, you mentioned some Travis Kelce. That intrigues me a bit, just with our track record with tight ends. But the under 46.5, that's a lot of points. I feel like
is it?
I think it is. With the pressure that the Chiefs have the ability to put on, with us not really being able to move the ball on the ground, with us not having Keon Coleman, and with us not having Dalton Kincaid, and a questionable Amari Cooper, I think that's a lot of points. That's a lot. So the under really interests me, and it's sitting at a -112 right now, and I think that's for good reason.
I doubt Dalton Kincaid plays. If he doesn't,
no, he's out. They already ruled him out. Yeah,
I would have maybe some Dawson Knox props. Like Knox, I mean, because they probably low.
They are, but for good reason.
Yeah, but I mean, Knox before Kincaid was a thing. Knox was the boy, and
I'm looking to Mac Hollins before I look at Knox.
I'm not looking at no Mac Hollins. I will never have no Mac Hollins slip on my bet. Yeah, I mean, go Bills. Everybody out there, hopefully you're rooting for the Bills. I don't bet against the Bills. Kevin doesn't either. We just don't. It's just a rule that we have. So I won't be taking any Chiefs props, at least in this game. If anything, I'll take the Bills money line on a bet. But yeah, I mean, you can't really trust. I mean, you can't really go with us on no Bills games because we're not going to bet against them. But we will say the Bills suck against the running back receiving game and the tight end. So take that as you will, and make your bets. And I mean, even I want to take the goddamn Chiefs +2 against the Bills. Like Chiefs as an underdog, I want to take it, but I just can't out of principle. But it's not a bad bet if you pay a little juice to 3.5, and if you just like building a parlay piece and you want to tease them up to like 7.5. I don't see the Bills winning the game by more than a touchdown. It ain't gonna be no blowout. I'll tell you that. So I will lock that in. Last game of the night, Bengals, Chargers. Chargers sitting at -1.5, -122 on the money line. Bengals at +102 total. 48. I think this is gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be a real good game, honestly. A good Sunday night football game. Chargers not bad. Bengals looking a little better. I can see a mini shootout in this game. Total at 48 for a reason. I don't really like this game too much, to be honest. I don't know the props because I don't have any props.
Yeah.
I don't really have nothing for this game, to be honest with you. Like when it comes to props, I mean, yeah, like Chargers defense 9th in both passing and rushing yards. I mean, I don't trust J.K. Dobbins. I got nothing for this.
Yeah.
I'll have to really deep dive in. That's what I'll tell you. Sunday, depending how we going throughout the day, I'm gonna deep dive into this during the daytime. Get back to y'all. Maybe if we do good on Sundays through the morning and afternoon slate, I'll put together. I'll go deep in the bag and go to a Sunday night football parlay for everybody. But as of right now, I don't know what to bet in this game.
Yeah, this is anytime the Chargers are involved, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what to do with them. Sometimes they just stellar. Sometimes they make mistakes. They just like an all-around good defensive team. Like they gonna let you do something, but they ain't gonna let you do too much. But you don't know when it's too much. So like the prop line, like you know what I'm saying? Like Jamar could be at 74.5 receiving yards. He might get 70.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna let you go off, but we're not gonna let you go off too much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't like any team.
We're gonna let you get close to what's projected, but that's about it.
Exactly. And they'll make you sweat. You can even go to under route, but then they're gonna really make you sweat that under. Like, wait, what Hawk bet? All right, Jamar, make one more step. You know what I'm saying? Like
stop right there.
Like they doing shit like that. So
yeah.
Sorry, y'all. We ain't really got too much for this late game.
No.
You're on your fucking own.
Yeah, have fun with that. It'll be an interesting game to watch.
Yeah, at least till Sunday. I mean, Sunday, if we doing all right, then yeah, I'll really get deep in this shit and see if I can find something. But first glance,
no.
I'm trying to find
second and third glance too. Still the same glossed over look.
Yeah, it's nothing. So that's the slate. Thank you guys for being here. I see we got some people in here. Thank you for watching. I will be sure to post these picks as always on the page, stuff that we like, stuff that we talked about through the slate. We're gonna go, obviously it's on Sunday. So we still got a little time to get deeper in the bag. Might have some injury news. So always take what we say with a grain of salt and do your own due diligence on injury. It's not we won't be up. I won't update you on injury because I go. You got to go to the same place I go for injury. I usually use Underdog NFL.
Yeah, and I have those notifications on.
Yeah, notifications. Turn your notifications on Underdog NFL because things is definitely susceptible to change before Sunday. But these are the plays that we like so far and we'll be looking at. And like I said, as always on Sunday, we'll have some best plays, parlays all throughout the day. So we're looking forward to that. Coming up tonight, like I said, we only got about 40 minutes until damn near the first tip off of the NBA. So I am going to rush right now and try and get you guys NBA parlay. I already have most of the picks there. Just want to look at a couple more injury things, waiting for Underdog to post a few lineups for the NBA slate before I post that. So just Turn your notifications on. Follow like the Twitter page, X page. Sorry, and you will get
I call it Twitter.
Yeah,
Mama
exactly.
named him Twitter. I'm gonna call him Twitter.
Exactly. So follow us on there. Follow the YouTube channel. Be smart. Placing your bets, y'all. Don't bet any. As always, don't bet stuff you don't have. Go big or go home. Don't be scared. Scared money don't make no money. If I ever go broke, then I'm the rest. So other than that, I think we all set. Kev, anything?
That's it. I gotta get to this college basketball stuff.
Yeah, that's it. I got a lot to do. I got a lot to do in this next damn near 50 minutes. Thank you guys for watching. It's your boy Hawk. It's your boy from the mind of KP. We will see y'all on Monday to go over some Monday Night Football, college basketball, NBA props for you. Until then, peace out, y'all. Thank you for listening.
You are now watching the Loxs Gambling Podcast. Let's play, baby.